Well, our next guest, mother-daughter duo who have been on an entrepreneurial journey to spotlight and share the stories of women in rural North America, that is, and you can catch them on this week's Dirt Diaries podcast. They join us now, the founders of TrailblazHER Co, Jen and Erin Johnson. It is a pleasure to have you ladies here. Boy, first of all, how amazing, and maybe Erin, I'll toss this to you, how amazing to work with your mom.
Absolutely incredible. We get asked that all the time. How do you do it? People say, I could never work with my family or my father or my mother. And for us, it's actually turned into be the biggest gift to get to know each other so intimately and to create a healthy relationship professionally and as family. And we also live together. So yeah, we working together for over 25 years. It's honestly been the biggest gift.
That is amazing. God, it gives me goosebumps. I love hearing that. Jen, I'm going to start with you. A little background on you. I know that you were a life coach. Is that right?
Yeah, I spent, 1990, I got trained as a life skills coach and worked in the field for like 10 years. And then we started talking about business together. And so that has carried through everything we do. We do love to coach and mentor and help women see maybe some things that they don't see that help them move forward. So it's been part of a path, but it's been really gratifying as well. But
well,
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, just feel like it's kind of really led the two of you. I know it was during the pandemic to launch TrailblazHER. Really came out of necessity as well. Not only the need to teach people and to help coach them, but also to bring people together.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the foundations of TrailblazHER. I feel we really created a space to acknowledge and celebrate, and for these rural women in such remote areas to be acknowledged and celebrated in a way that's never been done before. And, even though we are approaching our farewell issue, we are so proud of the work that we've done. And the messages from the tight-knit community that we've received is, thank you. Thank you for seeing me in a time where a lot of these women are so under-recognized and acknowledged for all that they're doing, striking out, having the courage to start their own businesses while also fulfilling their traditional roles. To us, that is a trailblazer. They're gutsy and they're so resilient.
Well, that speaks to the two of you as well, living out there, I know, in the prairie in Alberta. You have a lot of land, a lot of family. I don't imagine that the two of you would ever sit idle. So what's next? I mean, I know you have a lot going on in addition, but is this kind of a breathing time for the two of you?
It is, yeah.
Well, I mean, we're going to bring our podcast back.
Yeah.
We love the whole podcast dynamic, and we dip really below the surface, and we talk about just about anything. But the podcast is one thing. We're still working out the finer points of how we want to present ourselves. I mean, there's so much you can do out there. There's courses, there's retreats, there's this and that. And so we're just trying to find the right blend of things that work for us and that will really, add some value. And we haven't got that exactly fine-tuned yet.
We like to describe it. We're in a season of pivot and reinvention, and we're giving ourselves the grace and the permission to reinvent ourselves. And the message that we've actually been getting from so many women is thank you for having the courage to be honest that something wasn't working and to give ourselves permission to dream again. So we're having to go back to the drawing board, which at first felt really scary.
Oh, Lordy.
Yes. We really realized how much of our identity was tied to the magazine. Yeah. However, we've had a couple months now to kind of come up for air and have that breathing room. And so now we're excited to dream again and excited to think of ways that we can cultivate our gifts and our talents together in a new way that offers us a little more balance in our lifestyle, because the magazine has been a beast.
Well, I was going to say, I know that, they call it feeding the beast when you have something like this, and it's constantly hungry. So that is, it is a wheel that you can't get off. I got to tell you, it is a pleasure to hear you with Kirbe Schnoor on Dirt Diaries. We talk about a podcast. Everybody is going to be hearing your story. They're going to be tuning in for that this weekend. And I know that Kirbe said it was just a pleasure to have the two of you share your story. And I know big things to come. We look forward to the podcast that's coming from the two of you as well. We're going to stay in tune and follow you online. Always a pleasure. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you.
Founders of TrailblazHER, Jen and Erin Johnson. Again, you want to be sure to catch their Dirt Diaries episode. It is out today, wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, you can find it on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's on Rural Radio Channel 147.